Welcome from California to wherever the sound of my voice is reaching your eardrums. You are now watching and/or listening to Indie Monday number 23, an artist outreach program held up by contributors to Genius, the world's #1 lyrics program. Today I am joined by Kid Rohan, our guest speaker, rapper, singer, songwriter, and motivational speaker. I am ToxiPlays, representing Indie Monday and the Genius community as a whole. Would you like to make any comments before we begin?
I've never done this before. You said motivational speaker. Dog, I was a motivational speaker. And then I started being like, I used to watch King Nappy when I was younger, bro. And I forgot that I tried to be, I forgot that was a thing, bro. I'm like an unmotivational speaker now. I'm like the complete opposite.
I guess the first actual question I wrote down is, what came first for you, YouTube or music?
It's a hard one because they both came at the same time. Pause.
Okay.
I think I was like 10 years old making YouTube videos. I wasn't taking it seriously. I was just making shit on iMovie. But around the same time, I was 10 years old. I was making poetry and starting to do like little joke raps similar to epic rap battles of history. Those were happening at the same time. And then I took a huge break from taking YouTube seriously. I'm talking like damn near 8 years. Of not even 8 years, probably like 12. Because like I really started taking YouTube seriously again at like 22 years old. So I've been definitely into music way longer, seriously. But I technically started YouTube at the same time, and I just took a huge break from YouTube. I still watch YouTubers, but I just wouldn't create content. Whereas through this period of time, from 10 years old to 23, I was making music consistently. Not consistently. I started really taking out ham at like, I would say 18. But I was ramping up. I was slowly getting more consistent from 10 to 23.
You mentioned watching YouTubers. Would you like to name any in specific that inspire you, YouTube-wise or even music-wise?
I'm Dante, KSI are huge ones. I would say Dupli is a commentary channel, one of my favorite YouTubers. Those are the main ones. Oh, I used to watch King Nappy. I watched King Nappy, but this is not good to say anymore. I would watch Shofu. I'd watch Oddwin. Dante and KSI are the people I watch the most, though. I'd literally go home and I'd watch an I'm Dante video. That's what my routine was. I was supposed to be doing homework, like a good Indian boy, but I was watching I'm Dante. And that was my discovery. It's like drag queen. Like I'm Dante was a drag queen for YouTube of me. Like he introduced me to like, I don't know if that's the right analogy, but like, you know what I mean? Like he introduced me to the YouTube scene.
Knowing that you consider yourself a motivational speaker, at least up until now, what's one piece of advice you would offer to a younger version of yourself to help them in this journey?
I still do consider myself motivational aspects, but I just think it's just funny how it's like not the traditional motivational thing at all, and it's complete like very unserious delivery. But I still consider myself caring about motivational topics. Make the best thing possible is my advice. Stop trying to take shortcuts. Make the best blank ever. Think best instead of how can I put the least amount of effort to get the most result. And like sometimes when I try to hop on trends or this or that, I'm like, oh, everyone's talking about Squid Game. Let's make a song about Squid Game. And maybe I'll be able to put this in and get a trend. Don't think that way because it's never worked for me, at least. You can make some great stuff. Like I'm proud of what I made there, but just don't try to take shortcuts. Make the best thing, because that's the one rule that actually got me out of the situation I was in for so many years.
Nice, that's a good piece of advice. You've been pushing Unbreakable, your brand, for a couple years now. I want to know a little bit about what it was like in the beginning stages. What motivated you going forward with it, despite any setbacks, deadlines, obstacles? How did it all begin, basically?
So Unbreakable is our Discord server, and it's a brand I push by because I feel like it's the one word that I can say I am. I've never been seen as the guy with the best discography or the guy who's the most serious to a lot of people, but the one thing that people can uniquely identify me as is somebody who consistently shows up and does things and keeps the promises, which is why I chose the name Unbreakable. Kind of why Unbreakable is what it is, this community and this Discord server, is when I was growing up, I was like the least popular artist in my high school. Like I tried to be taken serious by people so many times, and I feel like I couldn't win the approval of anyone within my college or high school, and it was just this moment of like, fuck it, dude. If nobody like thinks I'm the one, then I'm going to create a community that has those values and values what I think should be valued. And Unbreakable became that. It's all these people who are such good artists and hardworking people, but for some reason, the traditional landscape doesn't acknowledge them and give them the opportunities until we just create the opportunities for ourselves. So if we're all just creating those opportunities, then it's like we can finally get motion by just helping each other out. And that's exactly what happened. Now, Unbreakable, I feel like has more presence than a lot of Discord communities bigger than it. And a lot of the artists are getting connections, even though they've always been good, but it's just because they're in a community, including me. We're just in a community with each other. So it's just this anti-pretentious community of like, let's all help each other grow and actually be able to live off this eventually. And if nobody's gonna say we're the ones, then we're gonna be supportive to each other. That's kind of the deeper motivation behind it, bro. I was kind of mad, bro. I was mad at everyone like just not giving me the time of day. And
That's kind of inspiring, though.
I appreciate it, yeah. I saw Kid Wicked, dude. Like, Kid Wicked would be posting all the time. I'm like, why doesn't this guy, like, even before I even talked to Kid Wicked for the first time, I was like, why does this guy not have so much more audience for the amount of work that he's putting in? Same with you. I was like, she's grinding. Like, why? Y'all are just grinding, but you're not in the conversation of like this weird YouTube scene or whatever. I'm like, I'm not in the conversation either. Y'all are grinding harder than everyone else. Like, what are we doing? Same with Bray. Like, these are all people who didn't have, including me, we didn't have a brand backing us or a creator backing us or an artist backing us, but we were genuinely the hardest working people, you know? And it's just like, let's show up and show people what they missed out on. And now I feel like arguably all of us are in the best positions we've ever been with our music careers in terms of people knowing who we are, wanting to collaborate with us, streams that we're pulling. And I feel like it's only going to get better. And all those idiots who look past us are like, oh, well, how did he do it? How did Wicked get here? How did Toxic get here? And it's like, y'all weren't here since 2024 or 2022. We were grinding. So it's like, that's kind of also a message of it. Is like, I'm kind of mad at people and I'm just going to turn my pettiness into action, you know?
It's the greatest motivator, honestly. Getting back at people by success, that's beautiful. I'd say anyway. You mentioned how Unbreakable has helped elevate artists, and that leads into my next question. What would you say is the coolest or I guess most awesome opportunity that you've received because of your work in Unbreakable?
I just think it's the people. I can tell you the coolest thing I feel like I've done, but I feel like the coolest thing I've received as an artist is just, this sounds so corny, but genuinely like people like you and Wicked. Like, if you look at these calls we've been able to have, the camaraderie, I feel like my lifeblood is being a creator and being able to have the privilege to talk to creators like you and Wicked and genuinely become friends. And like, I feel like y'all understand me on a level most people don't. I just think it's the coolest part of Unbreakable is genuinely the friends we made along the way. Like Wicked and you and all the just amazing people in the server. So within the context of the interview, I definitely say like you, Wicked, everyone else in the Discord, the people, the friends, genuinely the friendships, JBS, like Robbie Z, the friendships that I've made with these people is genuinely the coolest thing. Y'all make me feel so understood and appreciated. I think that's the coolest part that I've specifically gotten for it.
Amazing. I love that. I love that. Is there anything current that you're working on right now that you would like to tease with the platform that I'm providing right now?
Yes. I just got in like a 4-hour call with one of my friends, and he's like, "Bro, you need to promote your music and your YouTube videos." He's like, "Nobody even knows you do music." I have an album coming out this year called Unapologetic. There's some singles from it out, like Batman, Like Me. But this project, I can confidently say I've never made a more focused project in my life. And I feel like in terms of focus, this is my best work. And I'm really, really, really excited to present it. It'll be coming out later this year. I'm just gearing it up. And I'll be coming back to YouTube very soon with a lot of videos. So Unapologetic is the main thing I want to announce. I've not really announced it other than a stream yesterday. So fresh news. But
For like prosperity purposes, that stream yesterday was your unboxing of your
yes.
plaque.
I then privated the stream to Gatekeep. So now technically you're the first released thing with it.
Okay.
Strategy.
So that was my official questions, but I did also ask members of Unbreakable and Genius to submit their own questions, and I'm gonna run through some of them right now.
Yes.
Sam with a bunch of M's 249 asks, Kid Rohan, what will your child be called if they go into music?
ToxiPlays.
Okay. Phenomenal answer. Autumn's a genius editor asks, what possessed you to put a ToxiPlays feature on your new album? Could you please reconsider? It has 2 fire reactions and 2 retweets.
That project was just put out because those songs were great, but I just couldn't find a place for them. As far as actual ToxiPlays features, if you don't like them, I have bad news for you. I have 3 more that four more collaborations with Toxie that are in the process of happening. 3 are recorded. Bad news. Toxie and I are going to be working on a lot of stuff. I think in the future too. So we have a project, Unbreakable Sound. I shouldn't be leaking this, but I'm going to. That'll be later on, but Toxie's on that as well. And there's another project. But that was just, I wanted to get it out because Toxie put effort in it, and I think the song is great. I dropped it on that mixtape for that reason.
Tyler is actually one of our other interviewers here at Indie Monday, and he has a question here that's just, what's your favorite color?
Orange.
Alakazam of Genius asks, when are you going to say mama?
These are all just troll questions, I'm guessing. This is interesting. They got the chance to ask, when are you going to say mama? I don't even know what that means.
Say Dada, I guess.
Yeah, I have new Say Dada music coming soon, I think. Maybe. I don't know if it's coming soon. There's music out there that hasn't released.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
I have a couple from Unbreakable. Wicked B Dog asks, where you see yourself in 10 years from now?
Okay, this is a good one. I like this. I would like to be on the level of a KSI or something in terms of YouTube, or maybe a little less. I don't know if I want to be that big. Maybe I will. But I want to be even with music. I want my YouTube and music to be even. I'm talking like 10 mil each subs or something like that. I don't know. Something like that where it's like, I feel like I want to make an even presence. Like KSI has a huge YouTube presence, but the YouTube is much bigger. I'd rather have like less YouTube, more music. He's probably got like 20 million YouTube and like 5 million music. I'm thinking like 10-10. So kind of like the average. I want to be known in both areas. I don't know how big I'd like to be. I'd like to just make the best stuff. I'd like to get pretty big though, honestly. That diamond play button. Like I'd like to push this shit to the farthest, especially in 10 years. I think I can do it in 10 years. And I would like Unbreakable to be a much, much, much bigger community.
Orchid also asks, are you mentally healthy?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't think so. I think no. I feel like my life mentally has only gotten better since high school. Like high school was like lowest. Cause like colleges, you're not getting into the colleges you want, Indian shit, And then you go to college, and I made this album called Lonely because it's like it's freaking post COVID. No, you don't know anybody in your school. You're going to a different state. I went to Indiana. It still got better. Now it's the best it's been. But I also have to deal with every time you get like 100K subs or something like that, there's like a bunch of bullshit that comes with it. And the bullshit only gets bigger the more the success gets. And it's like the lost principle of one hate comment hurts as much as 10 love comments help. Negativity will stick out more than positivity in terms of how we perceive things. So I'm dealing with more negativity than I've ever dealt with because I'm dealing with more positivity than I've ever dealt with before. When it comes to like canceled plans or random grapevine, people talking shit, or you just deal with a lot of mini problems. And I think currently I'm getting bogged down by a lot of it. I feel a lot of pressure to like not fall off, which scares me. But overall, it's getting better. But to be honest, it's never been great. I don't think I'd be making as much music as I would if I was happy. I don't know, but I'm fulfilled. I'm pretty fulfilled. There's like moments, like this is a moment. Talking with ToxiPlays brightens my day. I'm gonna glaze ToxiPlays because I mean it. Like talking with my friends and having people, those moments feel good. But when it comes to that like algorithm bullshit, like it's easy to get trapped in that. You're not face to face with people.
Resource Unbreakable asks, do you like Cheetos?
Flaming hot Cheeto puffs. Yes, love them. I have an arsenal of the exact foods I like, and that's one of them.
Do you want to name any others since you have an arsenal?
Okay, peach rings, flaming hot Cheeto puffs, Baskin Robbins cotton candy plus chocolate, ice cream, 1 scoop of each, and then I have a chocolate, I have a sweet one, and then I have an ice cream, And then I have a chip one. I don't know. I think that's savory. I don't know what it's called. But my chip one is Flaming Cheetos. My ice cream is 1 scoop chocolate, 1 scoop cotton candy. My fruity snack is peach rings. And my chocolate snack, actually, right now, is Feastables, Milk Crunch. So every time I treat myself, I get one of each. That's like heaven to me. And then if I were to pick a soda, Coca-Cola Orange Cream. And if I were to pick a caffeine drink, it'd be Prime Orange or Dream Pop Prime. That's my whole arsenal.
Guys couldn't expect a Kid Rohan interview without Feastables being brought up at least once.
Bro, I'm trying to give the bro a chance, and the Milk Crunch is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. And I heard they're healthier than the Hershey's ones, so I don't know.
Daffy wants to know, what's your dream collab feature-wise and dream collab producing-wise?
Wow. Dream collab feature wise, Drake, Young Thug, Eminem. Dream collabs producing wise, I mean, I don't want to just produce for someone. I don't want to be in the cuck chair. Let me participate. You know? But if I were to say producing, I guess Eminem. You know, I'd want to produce for him too, but I want to be on the track. So I think Eminem, Drake, Young Thug are my dream features. There's some people I want to meet, but I don't know if we'd sonically make a banger like Big Sean because we're too similar, I think. Maybe not though. I love Big Sean, but I feel like Eminem, Drake, and Young Thug would bring something different out of me.
I'm just imagining the Rohan Young Thug track.
I think that'd be so good. I think that'd be so. It would not be like the one where he says the slurs and stuff. Like it'd be a different track. I would not want that. I wouldn't.
I know.
I can't.
It would be an interesting intersectionality of two different music styles.
I think it would genuinely be great. You know how I did the Wayne thing, the Wayne feature?
Yeah.
I actually have one with Young Thug and Pharrell, but I don't know if I can put it out. So technically I already can't accomplish this. And I have one with Eminem. And I have one with Drake, actually. Wait a second. I've already accomplished this. I don't think the label will clear the Eminem one. I don't think they'll clear the Young Thug one. I have one with Young Thug and Pharrell. And I have the Drake one that technically released and unreleased. So, like, I've already accomplished my goal. I'm pretty goated.
Living your dreams.
Without even living my dream, bro. Just look at me, man. I'm DJ Khaled, bro, without the weight, bro. Let's go.
Oh, okay. And speaking of living the dream, can we expect more gaming content in general? And that's specifically because of your Tamagotchi live streams that you've been doing recently.
Yes, I want to really create a storyline with what I'm doing. And I saw the Tomodachi thing as a way to create that, and that's why I did it. I'm down to do gaming content, but I like to structure it around like a story. Tomodachi living the dream, my whole thing with that will continue. I've just been taking some time off from it because I'm going to be going on a trip soon,
right?
Which I won't elaborate on for reasons of safety. But content will be filmed, so Tomodachi will be coming soon. I think I'll have more gaming streams as we go. So
that's all the questions I have for you. Do you have any general comments you want to make before we close off?
Genuinely, Toxi is a genius. I'm not even talking about that platform. If you would like to support Toxi, please support ToxiPlays. I mean that. I'm not even just self-promoting or anything, but
and this interview is supposed to promote you. What are we doing here?
Listen, you're my dog. Like, I want to let people know that you're not just some random interviewer. If people think that, I don't know if people do. I mean, you're kind of famous in the genius community. Make sure to follow ToxiPlays. Make sure to check out what ToxiPlays is doing. ToxiPlays is such a hardworking person, creative person, nice, kind person, funny person. She lights up every room she's in. So make sure to follow her on the platforms. Also, Unapologetic, my project will come out later, but don't really worry about that right now. You'll know when it comes out. That's what I got to say. Shout out to ToxiPlays, genuinely added such a bright light to our community, such a bright light to all the Discord communities she is in.
Well, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching.
Why are you so corporate?
I don't know.
You're one of the people who can't take compliments. Every time you get complimented, you turn into 144p, bro. You just can't.
Okay, it does mean a lot to me that you use your general comment prompt to help me out specifically. I didn't expect that, but I do really appreciate that on a real note.
Of course. I mean it. I genuinely mean it. Like, if you're a fan of mine, they've known me before you probably even known who the hell I am. Since like 2020, 2021, they've known who I am. And I've seen them work in the sidelines, just like Kid Wicked. Both of them just work. Like, get so much stuff out, build and develop their sounds. These are people who don't talk shit, they do shit. So whenever I see someone like that, it's really hard to find someone like that. Yeah, ToxiPlays, definitely check out ToxiPlays. I genuinely mean it. I want to use that comment to say that.
Right. Awesome. Everybody for listening. Thank everybody for watching. And we'll see you next Monday.